an energy leader, a tech innovator, a dynamic distribution hub. And we fuel and feed the world. In Louisiana, we do all of that because our greatest natural resource is our people.
Work is already picking up, and being this busy this fast is exciting for me and for all of our families.
So it's our people we are choosing to invest in.
I've been here over 20 years, cooking away, living out my dream. But just recently, that dream has expanded because of all this growth. This is the same good old Louisiana I know and love. But I'm seeing new possibilities walk through my door every single day.
From how we take advantage of new technologies to how we take care of one another, our neighbors. When Louisiana leads, opportunity will follow.
The way I see it, more businesses coming means more opportunity for everybody.
We all believed there would be a time when Louisiana's potential turns to progress, a day when growth of our economy matches the strength of our spirit.
In education, all of our views are very positive, just because we are training up these children, and now they see opportunity that is here and it's local. Louisiana showed it believes in teachers like me, and now I believe that our next generation will see a new dawn across this state.
That day is here. That time has come. This is Louisiana now.
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 Well, good morning. How are y'all? I'm so excited. I'm telling you, we had an unbelievable dinner last night. It was really great. And for everyone who's here, these are the moments that Louisiana has been waiting for generations. For generations. But I think for a moment, I just want to speak not only to Louisiana, but to America. Imagine for just one moment if every data center in America went dark for just 24 hours. Businesses would lose access to payroll, email, inventory, customer records, cloud software. Hospitals would struggle to access critical care for those that we love. Manufacturers, ports, retailers, logistic companies would slow to a crawl. Everyone in America would suddenly realize that nearly every part of modern life as we appreciate it today would come to a halt. It would be as if every gas station ran out of gas when you got up this morning. And just as highways move people and commerce, data centers move information. They are the backbone of a digital economy and the foundation upon which artificial intelligence will be built. The next generation of economic growth will not simply be measured in barrels of oil or tons of steel. It will be measured in electrical generation, megawatts, computing power, energy capacity, and the ability to build the infrastructure that powers artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the next industrial revolution. And history teaches us that new technology creates more jobs than that new technology destroys. And the question isn't whether it will happen. The question is where will it happen? And today, I can proudly tell you that it is going to happen in Louisiana. Just as Louisiana powered America during the Industrial Revolution, today we stand on the cusp of leading in the AI revolution. The same state, this very state that is now powering America and the globe with natural gas, LNG exports, manufacturing, petrochemicals, is now going to lead America's AI future. Louisiana's advantage is still its energy strength and the infrastructure that supports it. And that's not by accident. It's because we made a decision that Louisiana would compete again. And over the past 2.5 years, with many of those who are in this audience today, we cut taxes, we reformed regulations, we improved our legal environment, we accelerated permitting, we invested in workforce development, we modernized our state government, and we produced one of the most pro-business states in America. And guess what? Companies around the world have noticed. Today's announcement means, I can't believe the number. Well, it's so crazy because I remember when I was, Dina didn't even know. I mean, we have to keep you around because this story is unbelievable. Because many of these legislators and many of these people here today are from North Louisiana where there was nothing going on. And when I went in and campaigned up there, Sharon and I told people from North Louisiana that we were going to bring economic development to them, they really just thought I was another one of those politicians running for governor that was lying. They voted anyhow. I want you to know they have confidence. But today's announcement means that since the beginning of 2024, the state of Louisiana has now secured more than $150 billion in announced capital investment. That is not just a number. It's thousands of families who now have opportunities that did not exist. It's communities that finally get to see a future. It's young people who can begin to build careers here in Louisiana instead of having to seek those opportunities elsewhere. Today's announcement is just another major milestone in that. But I want you to understand that the foundation for what will absolutely become Louisiana's pivotal moment in time began with Meta. It literally began with Meta. And so for that, I want to personally thank Dina, Paul, and all. Where's the Meta team around here? Y'all raise your hands. When Meta first chose Richland Parish, they made a tremendous choice. It was a vote of confidence. Today, they have multiplied that investment in a way that places Louisiana at the center, as I said, of one of the most important technology investments anywhere in the world. This expansion brings Meta's investment to, like I said, over $50 billion, making it the largest data center development in the history of the world. Biggest one in America. I mean, it's going to create 7,500 construction jobs, more than 1,000 permanent high-paying jobs, nearly 1,900 additional indirect jobs, and it just goes on and on. It's like a gift that just continues to keep giving. That impact that Meta has had alone, right now, and this is I'm so proud to say, Today, Meta proudly boasts that over $1.6 billion of contracts for this project have gone to Louisiana businesses. Because of this project, teachers in Richland Parish are now the highest paid teachers in the state of Louisiana. He doesn't like me saying it. It's true. That's true. He's like, don't tell everyone. It's true. I mean, teachers in Richland Parish went from one of the lowest paid to now one of the highest paid. Tina, that is just like, that is opportunity. That is how you lift people out of poverty. That's how you fix a broken state. And I want to tell you, I just cannot go on just bragging about Meta. I want to take a personal note too. I want to recognize Meta for their generous contribution of $150,000 that they are going to give alongside of the First Lady's Foundation, Loved One Foundation, towards Avals Parish and the flood victims. It's just another great example of their commitment to Louisiana. They are here to stay. And that's exactly what great economic development does. It should create opportunity for everyone, and it should be a partnership. And none of this happens without strong partners. That means Meta, that means Entergy, that means Susan Bourgeois and Susie Schoen and LED and Workforce and the great work they do. And I also want, look, the press is here, and I'm going to continue to say this. While there are some criticism around the country about this new revolution, about this new era in America, I want you to know that Meta was the first. They were the first company to recognize how to engage in this type of build-out responsibly. And when they came to Louisiana and we sat down with Entergy, we did it in a way that ensured that our citizens don't pay for this build-out. In fact, our citizens are paid. In other words, they are going to recognize electrical generation savings in their utility bills and a build-out in Louisiana's electrical infrastructure. And that's important. For too long, people talked about Louisiana's potential. Today, they are talking about Louisiana's performance. The momentum that we are seeing today is real. And the world is taking notice. And we're going to keep leading because we're going to keep building. Because we're building a foundation for the next generation of American prosperity. So to everyone at Meta, whether you're here or watching this, I want to say thank you. I want to say welcome to Louisiana. And I want you to know that you have now become an integral part in the family that we call Louisiana. And when you become a family member in Louisiana, that means we never leave you. And we never let you leave either. It's kind of like the mob, Dina. You come in, you can't get out. But I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for transforming the lives of so many people, and so many great things are going to happen. And thank you for getting us to $150 billion of private investment. May God bless you. Thank you so very much.
Wow. Good morning, Louisiana. It is such an honor for my colleagues that are here from Meta and frankly all around the country and I to be here with you. Rachel Pearson and I could not be more proud to join the governor and his whole team to make this announcement. And I want to say something right at the top very clearly. Without Governor Landry, this investment would not have been possible. The governor didn't just welcome this company here to Louisiana. He made sure that we made the commitments that were going to make every single citizen in Louisiana better off. And we could not have been more proud, as he said, to have that playbook and that roadmap. Louisiana is the envy of every state, and you are talking to a Texas girl, so I can tell you. I cannot believe that we are able to work with all of you and our partners at Energy, the incredible team that the governor has assembled, one of the best economic development teams we have ever worked with. Thank you, Susan Bourgeois, for everything that you have done. I think it's really important, as the governor said, to speak very openly about some concerns that people have in this state and across the country about what does this kind of an investment really mean. And for us at Meta, it really means that we care about the people that we're working with, that we want to be the very best partners that this state could possibly have. I know the numbers are exciting and large, but it is the individual stories that have really touched our hearts. Richland Parish is an awfully special place here in Louisiana, and it is becoming a role model for the country. I would love to ask the people from Richland Parish to please stand up so we can give you a huge round of applause. The teachers, the small business owners, the contractors, the superintendent. We are so, so proud to work with you. You've got real stars, by the way, in all of these teachers, and I've had the chance over the last couple of days to spend time with them, and I want to just tell you, you're a role model to my daughters. The fact that you care so much about investing in this next generation, the most important gift that you can give all of us, I think that those bonuses say a lot more about how the school district and the parish believed in where those tax surplus revenue should go, straight to you. And I think Governor Landry should do it all around the state as a new policy for every teacher in Louisiana. I do want to tell you, uh-oh, did I get him in trouble? It has been so inspiring to see these stories of small business owners growing. And I want to just say a really important message that we feel at Meta. You know, today in America, only 20% of small business owners are using AI. The 20% that use it are actually doubling and tripling their market share, their customer base. They're getting 6 and 7 hours back a day with that efficiency. And guess what they're doing? Hiring more people. And so I really want to send one important message, which is that we hope 80% more will join and use these tools to make them the most effective companies possible. And I also want to talk a little bit about the workforce. We could not be more proud of the almost 10,000 jobs that are being created in Richland Parish for citizens of Richland Parish. A few weeks ago, we announced something called America's Workforce Academy. This program, which was really developed by Rachel and the incredible infrastructure team at Meta, is a fast-track 5-week program that you are paid while you are getting the training to be job site ready. You actually get a license and a guaranteed job on a Meta data center site. The reason that is so important is that so many jobs are open right now. More than 500,000 open construction, electrician, welding jobs over the next couple of years in America. But people who want those jobs are often living paycheck to paycheck and aren't able to quit their job for a few weeks to do training and pay for that training. So we are really excited that this program encourages many Louisianans to go through this program, have the license. Hopefully you'll pick a Meta job site, but the license goes with you forever. And the reason we called it America's Workforce Academy was very purposeful. You know, yesterday I had the privilege of being in New Orleans and visiting the World War II Museum. Louisiana played such a huge role in what the sacrifices that led to America fighting tyranny in the world. Louisiana was actually a state that physically helped build the arsenal that defeated that terror in the world. And when you think about the heroes in Louisiana today that are on the front line, just as the governor said, building a new kind of arsenal, a new kind of technology that will make sure the United States of America is the winner at the end of the day. So we are encouraging everyone to apply to America's Workforce Academy. And I just want to close by saying, this is a pretty special state. The spirit of this state, no matter what hits it, you always get back up. And as a country, we all saw that. But the work ethic, the values, the faith, and the community, I think those are the things that honestly make us so unbelievably proud to be your partner. And as we told the governor yesterday, when Rachel came a couple of years ago to start this partnership, it's kind of like dating. But now we are married. And we are here for the long haul, and we could not be more proud to be your partners. Thank you so, so much.
Richland Parish was the place that opportunity forgot about.
I've grown up here my whole life, and I've seen a lot of people move away looking for work, including my son.
What you were hearing a lot lately was, there's nothing here for us anymore.
We knew that having a data center would give us an industry here that we haven't had before. That's a huge investment in our community.
We started this business simply because Meta was coming.
We thought we had hit it big when we got to cater for 40 people. Now we do 400 a week.
Since Meta came to town, we've hired more employees.
A multi-billion-dollar capital investment like the one that Meta is making in Richland Parish it was transformative. It's extremely exciting to attract and retain quality teachers.
So when I first got the news about the bonus, it was jaw-dropping. My mouth was literally wide open.
We're not in it for the money. We're teachers because it's in our heart. But the bonus has been extremely helpful.
With the investment that Meta has made in our community, now we can do a better job of taking care of our own.
I do feel a lot of hope for the future of my students. It gives them the opportunity if they never thought that they would have.
And I would say one of the biggest things is people coming back home.
You know, the future is happening here and happening now.
So thank you, Governor, and thank you, Dina. Hello, everyone. I'm Susan Bourgeois. I'm Secretary of Economic Development for Louisiana, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you this morning. You know, it's interesting in these two videos, though they're from two different perspectives, I don't think any of us can still fully describe the impact that this investment and this decision on behalf of Meta is having. And one of the clearest examples, as you've heard, is what it's doing for education, for students, for the schools in Richland Parish. And few people have witnessed that transformation more closely than our next speaker. As superintendent of the Richland Parish Schools, he's helped this community through a remarkable period of progress while keeping the focus exactly where it belongs, on the students and on their futures. You saw him in the video, but you'll hear it, and more importantly, you'll feel it when he speaks. Please join me in welcoming Superintendent Sheldon Jones.
Good morning. On behalf of the board members, employees, and stakeholders of the Richland Parish School Board, we'd like to congratulate Meta on expanding its capital investment in our local data center. Since the groundbreaking ceremony in 2024, we have worked collaboratively to build a sustainable, mutually beneficial partnership, one that expands well beyond infrastructure. Meta's presence has made a tangible difference in our classrooms, from funding STEM resources and technology upgrades to workforce development initiatives. This partnership is directly strengthening the educational experience for Richland Parish and making our school district a top spot for educator talent. Meta has shown that corporate investment can go hand in hand with genuine community partnership and support the people who shape the next generation. While there are many who deserve thanks and gratitude, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge Mr. Scott Franklin. Mr. Franklin, thank you for your vision. Thank you for your leadership in our community. I'd like to introduce Mangum High School teacher and coach Scott Wilcher to share his experience.
Well, I'm kind of out of my element here. I'm just a country football coach from Mangum, Louisiana, and I'm sitting up here with a governor and all these people. Wow, wow. But I will say this. Coaching, when I got involved in this 32 years ago, me and my wife, we just tried to make a difference. And we want to make a difference in young men and young women. And I use that term, make a difference, because, Governor, y'all have made a difference in Richland Parish. Meta, y'all have made a difference. And y'all have made a difference in my life. Now, everybody talks about the bonuses, and they're great, okay? And I'm tickled to death. But I'm also one that likes to look at the big picture, okay? And with me on my way out, now because Meta did bring this in here, and the governor, I probably got about 10 more years. My wife will not let me retire. I've really got 2, but she will not let me retire. No, but seriously, the long-term investment that people don't understand with the bonuses, and I look at Reagan, and I look at these young teachers, and I look at my daughter, who is a young teacher just starting off her first year in Richland Parish at Mangum Junior High teaching. What people do not understand, this affects our retirement. My retirement, because of the bonuses, just doubled. My daughter's not going to have to worry. Reagan's not going to have to worry. They're getting their top 3 years as we go along right now. And that's the biggest thing. Is making a difference in people's lives. And that's what we do as educators. That's what we do as coaches. That's what we do as big business. That's what we do as the governor, is making a difference. And I appreciate y'all doing that for our small parish of Richland and our very small school of Mangum. Y'all keep up with Mangum football this year. Roll Dragons, all right? Oh, I'm in Louisiana. Go Dragons, I'm sorry. Go Dragons, I always said roll, I'm sorry. But go Dragons, appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Coach. I think you get what I mean when I say impact, right? And that impact doesn't just stop in Richland Parish or in Northeast Louisiana, and that's the other remarkable part about all of this. Back in 2024, when we were working on this project at the beginning, the governor made it very clear to Meta and the folks who were coming in that Louisiana has some of the best contractors and suppliers and vendors in the world, and that we expected them to be part of this project. And of course, Meta agreed happily, and they said, great, give us the list. And this is a true story, but you know what didn't exist? The list. So then the governor looked at Susan and said, Susan, make sure y'all make a list. And so incredibly proudly, our team in just 9 months' time put together a resource called Source Louisiana. It's the first ever online database of Louisiana contractors and vendors. And in 9 short months' time, we have 3,000 vendors signed up, Louisiana contractors. And as part of today, we're thrilled that Source Louisiana has become Meta's primary subcontractor portal for this entire project. And it's just another way that we're making sure Louisiana businesses have the direct connection to what these historic investments can really mean. So our next speaker is the exact kind of business leader that we built Source Louisiana to support. While many of you will know him from his championship days at Alex Box or his World Series victories with Major League Baseball, today he joins us as an owner and partner in Baton Rouge-based Parish Aggregates. His company is performing work on Meta's project, and earlier this year, Parish Aggregates became the first recipients of the Source Louisiana Vendor of the Year, recognizing the quality, professionalism, and capabilities that Louisiana businesses bring to projects of this scale. Please join me in welcoming Ryan Terrio.
Good morning. Governor Landry, Secretary Bourgeois, President Powell McCormick, and attendees here. Appreciate you guys having me. A few weeks ago, Secretary Bourgeois and LED named us, Parish Aggregate, Louisiana's Source Vendor of the Year. We're grateful for that recognition, and today, right here in Louisiana, we're putting that award to work. Because before the first server was built, before the first slab, before the first wall went up at the site, there was a foundation that had to be built. And over the past year, Parish Aggregates has moved more than 1 million tons of aggregate to Richland Parish. Limestone, sand, and fill material delivered by barge and truck through general contractors doing the hard work in the field. 1 million tons in a single year. That's the literal foundation that the largest data center Meta has ever built now stands on. We're proud of that because it was done with Louisiana logistics by Louisiana people for a Louisiana project, putting Northeast Louisiana on the map. President Powell McCormick, your job is to build this infrastructure. Ours at Parish is to put something under the ground for it to stand on. So in preparation for the upcoming expansion, the foundation is ready, and so is Parish, ready to move the next 1 million tons. Governor, Secretary Bourgeois, and Meta, thank you guys so much for betting on this part of our state. We're honored to help and build it, 1 ton at a time.
Thank you, Ryan. You know, this project really does represent the very best of Louisiana, and it doesn't happen by accident. It happens because of leadership, Governor, partnership, Dina, and shared commitment to making Louisiana stronger. And I want to thank the Governor for challenging us all to think differently about economic development and making sure that these kinds of investments benefit all of Louisiana. I want to thank Meta for your continued confidence in our state and our people. To our legislative partners, to Entergy, to Grow NELA, to our fellow state agencies, to educators, to community leaders, thank you all, everyone in this room and well beyond, for making this project possible. And finally, I want to recognize the folks who do all the work and get very little of the credit. The incredible team at Louisiana Economic Development. To Paige Carter, and Devin Harrison, who has worked on this project since day one. To Chris Casson, who he and his team put Source Louisiana together and got 3,000 people registered in 9 months. Michael Tepper, who worked with the Franklin family very closely, Dina, to make sure your site was available, ready, and more to come. And all the other members of our team who worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Thank you, all, LED. With over $150 billion now announced, we could not be more proud of what our LED team has done for Louisiana. So today, this project and this milestone sends a very clear message to companies around the world. Louisiana isn't just attracting transformational investment. We're proving that we deliver again and now again. Thank you for joining us all today. For the media, interviews will take place in the conference room immediately following the event. And for our guests, please join us for hospitality and some food and a tour of our new Innovation Center. Thank you all for coming.